Stanley to throw off the play fake. Good protection, and he'll just throw that one away.
Nate Stanley, a mistake here to start. He wanted to throw the slant. It's not there, but you can't just throw the ball where nobody is from the pocket. That's a very easy.
Two outstanding tight ends, T.J. Hawkinson and Noah Fant.
See more of this year from Nate Stanley. Changing plays at the line of scrimmage, pointing out the Mike linebacker for protections.
Stanley zips one across the middle. It is indeed T.J. Hawkinson remaining on his feet. The football comes out. It's still loose, and it's recovered by Nate. The injury allowed them extra time to get the play in that they wanted to. We're only a minute and a half in. On the ground, Ivory Kelly Martin. With everyone expecting a pass, he's down.
Or don't overthink yourself either.
Second down and 5. Send Smith-Marset in motion. And give him the football. On the jet sweep, making some people miss. And he's taken down by Kelly in there. And it's Kelly Martin doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Goal. From the 10. Kelly Martin will try it again, lower the shoulder. And crank goal from the 5. Again, it's Kelly Martin. Maybe a yard.
Right behind him. He saw that crease open before the back came through, and he just went powering into the hole. What a really good play by Scott, the captain and really the leader of this defense this year.
Third and goal. Inside the 5. Gets pressure from the outside. Hit as he throws, and it falls.
It looked like there was an opportunity. Here's Windsor here. Looks like there's an opportunity to get the tight end for Nate Stanley if he had the time. But there you see, no time, nowhere for him to go. Great job by Windsor, atoning for the last play. That's how well Iowa played in that game.
Excellent field position for Iowa to start. Stanley trying to float one out there. And 5. Number 37 of Penn State. On the ground, it's Kelly Martin goes flying. That ball came out. Short running backs all season, even though it's recovered. It's third down and 1. On the ground. Torrin Young. From Kelly. And it's first down and 10. Number 24, Penn State. Second man through. Second down and 7. Number 21. Stanley able to get rid of it. Off to Hawkinson, and he leaps a defender. And he's down at the 10. Mekhi Sargent has checked in now in the backfield. They fake it to him. Here's Stanley rolling to his right. And he's throwing 5 defensive backs in for Penn State. Stanley with some mustard on it.
Expect him to play a little bit more defense.
Stanley barking it out. Has time and zips it in there.
Find a great pocket for Nate Stanley. Watch this protection here. If he had a little bit more time and waited a little bit longer, Levy, there was an opportunity that in the back of the end zone, receiver coming wide open easily. Again.
Fourth down and goal. That's Racinos, the kicker in the bottom of the screen. It's Rastetter, the punter, throwing it, it's caught! That's been a big part of that, having the lead. They stalled out the last time, had to settle. On the ground, Kelly Martin working back, and her son. Penn State still trails 12-7 as we open up quarter number 2. Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, and Todd McShay. Nate Stanley in trouble. Third and 11. The 24. Good clean pocket. Now it breaks down. Stanley airs it out and overthrown. For Iowa. Torrin Young. On the ground. Fired up. Second down and 5. Coaching midfield. Stanley able to get it out of that pocket to Nick Easley. Behind Kelly, the fullback. Stanley still got it. Gonna throw, had a man wide open.
Looked at me, said, "You really want me to do it?" I said, "Yeah," and he did it. It's pretty good.
We should have had a camera and a microphone there. Here's Stanley to throw. Third penalty against Iowa. They were not flagged a single time a week ago. First time since 2006 that happened. Here's Stanley in trouble trying to get out of there, and he can't.
Problem for Iowa. He's right here. It's just quickness. He gets rid of the right guard, Ferguson, and there's nowhere for Nate Stanley to go with that football.
Had some hockey on them. On the ground, it's Sargent on third and 150th win at Iowa today. A special guy in his 20th season as head coach. Here's Torrin Young leading across.
85, 20 years, and now 20 years for Coach Ferentz.
Here's Stanley to throw on 2nd and 9. Throw into an area. It's occupied by Penn State's John Reed. Reed cutting across the field. And he won't get to the end zone. 49-yard return. And Iowa, they've had great starting field position really all first half long. Here's Sargent able to break free. And he has first teams responsible for 11 points today. In those two safeties. And yet it's 14 all. Looks like another Big Ten ho-hum game, but you know better if you've been with us.
For Penn State to identify what formation and call their defenses because of that huddle.
Sargent again. He'll be stopped for a loss.
In this different set, there's two tight ends lined up here. They're not attached to the formation.
Stanley throwing. Excellent timeout left. On the ground, a Sargent. He's spun around.
And they've continued here in the first half.
Sargent again trying to turn the corner, and he is.
Noah Fant has been quiet in this game so far.
Hawkinson's made some noise. 3rd and 4. Out of the timeout. Quarterbacks must love 1st and 5. Lots to do. Here's Stanley. Sort of slings it out there. Sidearm to Brandon Smith just across midfield.
If I'm Iowa, trying to find Hawkinson.
Penn State fakes the blitz. And now it's the crossing underneath to Easley. And Sargent going to be thrown down for a loss.
Throw the ball down the field. They haven't been able to run it at all.
Loss of 4 on the play. Issues with the snap. It's bobbled and it's loose. One has been focusing on for Penn State in those 3-game stretches at Michigan and home to Wisconsin. They're great, but you got to win the first game, and that is here.
Their most explosive player. They got to get him involved in the second half.
On the ground to Mekhi Sargent. He's got the first down. He'll stay on his feet. And the
key to these plays for Iowa is the backside cutoff. You see here, Alaric Jackson gets the cutoff on Etor Matos. And second level for Mekhi Sargent. He's with them
as well. 1st down and 10, approaching midfield now. Not this time. Sargent's going to be 6 tackles for loss so far by this Penn State defense. Here's 2nd and 14. Stanley trying to set up the screen and overshot on 3rd down conversion so far for Iowa. This is 3rd down and 14. Stanley steps and fires. Looking for Easley. Nearly had, having rushed for 189 more yards this season already than all of last season. And he's piling up the numbers. Here's Sargent now trying to get 1st down yard. Out of the 35. It's Sargent again, picking his hole, staying on his feet, and he will be thrust forward for another.
Hawkinson made it look like he was looking for the adjustment.
Getting away with 2 on the play clock. It's Sargent again. Now checks in. He's behind Austin Kelly, the fullback. And they give it to Young. Back to the line of scrimmage. And nothing else doing there. 3rd down. It's Easley in motion. Top of your screen. 3rd and 5. Here comes the pressure up the middle. It's picked up nicely. Stanley underneath, overthrew. For college hockey hashtag. And A sign for John Butchergrass, our pal.
Yep.
So, fun time hat. Pagula Ice Arena is gorgeous. Sargent stopped by Sharif Miller. Third down. Stanley is swallowed.
They took over the game a week ago in the fourth quarter. Gross Matos and Shaka Tony, and beat Indiana single-handedly. This time he just gives a club to Alaric Jackson, and no time for Nate Stanley to get rid of that football. This defensive line for Penn State's taking it home, Dad.
Are you kidding? That's the best thing I've seen all season. She should be getting paid for that. Somebody out there with a record contract, if you will. 4 minutes to go. Third quarter action. Penn State by 10. On the ground. 3rd and 10. This would be a good point to do that. Stanley cocks and fires and finds Brandon Smith. Excellent. Ball out of the 36. Sargent was nearly tripped up on first. Bit of a draw to Sargent. Maybe a yard on the play.
Learning how to get off the press.
Here's Stanley. Had the pump and then went off the... Stanley from his end zone throws across the middle. It's Hawkinson. Wide open.
That hurts any time, but when it's cold and wet out, it hurts even worse.
Play fake. Stanley going to be hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Stanley throwing, yeah, there it is, that same play. It's Noah Fant. He was their leading receiver coming in terms of receptions. Hawkinson had one more receiving yard, and he's wide open there. And Stanley...
You control your own destiny in the fourth quarter on the road. You got to make that play.
Down 10 with the football. Again, a little low that time. Again, Stanley skips it. Another amazing college football Saturday across this great country of ours. The Iowa offense has accounted for 2 field goals. Otherwise, it's been all defense and special teams for the Hawkeyes. Here's Stanley throwing underneath and completing to Noah Fant. And he's got the first.
So they've got to continue to find ways to get him off the line of scrimmage free.
First down and 10. Underneath. It's Fant against play. 6:45 to go in the fourth. Stanley. Again, it's Noah Fant. Cushion. And that made headlines and grabbed a lot of attention. And Fant didn't miss a game. Here's Sargent turning the corner. Cross midfield down the sideline. If he didn't step out, he's tripped up at the 10-yard line. They flip it to Smith-Marset. And he's able to turn the corner. Rankings are close. Under 5 to go. Good one from Happy Valley. Fumbled, snapped by Stanley. Able to recover. And he'll throw it out of bounds.
Boy, and Keegan Render is having a tough drive here. This ball comes up way short and way to the left. And Nate Stanley did a nice job of just getting that ball and throwing it away in the vicinity of a receiver to avoid the intentional ground.
Yeah. 4:50 to go. Stanley able to get rid of it. It's Sargent out of the backfield. More important things on the line here. Stanley, pressure right up the middle, hit as he throws. And pressure from the side.
Trying to hit to go against Indiana in 3rd and long.
Good protection for Stanley. Throws, has all sorts of time, and able to connect.
And you mentioned it, Steve. This is all about protection. Great job. Alaric Jackson's been up and down in this game so far. Keegan Bender has been up and down, but they give Nate Stanley time, and his thumb looked okay.
That's Fant in the slot. Fant wasn't ready. Fant didn't see him going to snap the ball, and it's picked off. Nick Scott. 2 times in a 3-snap span. 77 yards in front of Iowa. What would be a thrilling win.
There, he didn't get him on the ground. There's a lot of green grass beyond him.
Maybe 77 yards. Here's Stanley to throw in the wind. Just too strong. This is also Gross Matos time. 65 ticks left. Stanley has time. Throws underneath. Stanley finish off what's been an awful night. Can he pull it out? Stanley able to complete, and it is. Now they start it. Penn State rushing 4. All sorts of time. Now Stanley steps into one and throws from their own 45. Stanley throws, and it is caught. 10. Penn State rushing 4. Stanley will run out of it. We haven't seen much of this today. He's got the first down. Field goal doesn't do him any good. Got to have 6, and then maybe 7. Here's Stanley off the low snap. They're getting louder. 5 seconds to snap it. Here's Stanley across the middle. Blind watching, just like you and I are. Stanley throws, and it is juggled.